Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, my name is Elizabeth and this is The Joyful Sojourn. In today's video, I'm going to do an old-fashioned plan with me using stamps and ink only. No stickers. I think I can get away with no stickers. I'm a big sticker person, but I really want to use and experiment with more products. And so we're going to go with stamps and ink today in the Hemlock and Oak Minimalist Planner. I love Hemlock and Oak so much. I'm not a huge fan of the vertical layout, which is what I've kind of been trudging through off and on through the course of 2024. So imagine my delight when they said they were releasing a horizontal planner. So if you are a Hemlock and Oak fan, I will have an unboxing of the B5 Minimalist, which is a vertical, but I wanted to see it in the B5 size to see if I felt a little bit differently about the layout. I did get a horizontal planner and the new flex cover in the daily. Those are being sent to me by Hemlock and Oak so I could test them out for you. So yeah, there will be Hemlock and Oak in my 2025 stack. I just don't know what yet. So make sure if you're a Hemlock and Oak fan that you are subscribed to my channel, have that notification bell turned on so that when I do my 2025 stack and my 2025 kind of planner review for Hemlock and Oak, you are notified right away. Okay, so the plan for today is to just play with some inks. I'm going to try to do 0 stickers in this spread. So if you want to do something creative with me, grab your pens, your stickers, your journals, your notebooks, your planners, whatever, and let's get into it. I haven't done a plan with me in a couple of weeks here on my channel. It's been bananas. I've been short on childcare, and of course my family comes first, and it's Esther's birthday month. So there's just been a lot going on, and that has kind of pulled me away from planning and from decorative planning here on YouTube. So we're hopefully going to get back into the rhythm of things in November. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's quit with the yapping. So I have a couple of different ink options here. I've been using the Versamagic. These are the Dewdrop inks, and I really do like them a lot. They're really pretty. I thought they would dry up quickly given the packaging because the lid doesn't, never feels like it's quite secure enough, but I have had no issues with these. But I did pick up at Michael's several different styles of distressed inks. These are the Tim Holtz distressed inks from Ranger. And so I wanted to get a little bit more variety of colors, but I don't need giant pads. I don't have a way to store them. So I really like these smaller sizes. So I got a bunch of the mini sets, and I haven't really done much with these. So maybe we'll play with these today instead of the Dewdrops. So we'll play with these. And then as far as stamping, I think I just want to add color and redate. I love decorative dating. The other thing is these splatter stamps. These are clear stamps made in the USA. Where did I get these from? Photopolymer clear stamps manufactured in Arizona. I thought I got these did I get these on Amazon or Hobby Lobby? Wintertimecrafts.com. I have not used these yet, but maybe it was Amazon. Since they're the photopolymer, so they're not going to yellow. I'm not a stamp expert, but that's what I've heard. If they are not photopolymer stamps, if they're silicone stamps, they will yellow and age with time. These are going to stay clear. Yeah, clear stamps. Well, now I need to look more into her. I think I might have gotten this on Amazon, and really photopolymer clear stamps manufactured in Arizona. So I need to find out more about this company because I really like this set. I thought it was really pretty. The other thing I picked up on Amazon were these giant numbers. I am a sucker for a giant number. These feel kind of cheap, but I don't really care. They're just giant numbers. They're big rubber stamps. They're not totally perfect, but they're kind of glued together, probably for the packaging. I haven't used these yet, so I don't know if I can recommend them. We're going to find out today because we're going to use these to do some stamping of the dates. We're going to redate with these guys. And I mean, I like the size. I like big numbers, and I like the clickable element of these. So you can add, so the first of the week is the 21st. They just kind of connect together like so. And it'll be interesting to see how they fit on here. Again, I really like big numbers, so These are definitely, yeah, they're not going to fit in the columns exactly. So I might go wonky and change them up across the page. So that's how we're going to date. And then we're just going to add some splatter. So for adding inks to my planner, I need a couple of things. I need a piece of paper, or in this case, I have a paper towel. And I'm going to slide this guy right here because I am going to go off of the page. I also like to use washi tape. So let me grab a washi tape that I'm not likely to use very often. Here is well, I do like black and white washi a lot. Well, we'll just stick with this guy. Or do I have a solid strip? No, I kind of like the width of this. So I like to use washi tape to kind of mark off my edges, like where I don't want ink to go. And I think I want to cover this whole margin with ink, but I don't want it to go into the daily pages. So I'm going to basically run this tape along here and just kind of portion this off, or yeah, portion, is that the right word? Section this off. And it's a little bit crooked. Let me fix this. I also touched the adhesive quite a bit so it's not super duper sticky, because some washi tapes will rip up the paper when you lift off the washi. And so I want to make sure we protect that. I also need to decide how low I want to go. I kind of think it would be nice to cut off the hourly schedule so that my to-do list for each day is a little bit longer. So I'm gonna cut off at 8 a.m. or excuse me, 8 p.m. And from 8 p.m. down is where I'm gonna do some just brain dumping with tasks. I go back and forth between wanting an hourly and not wanting an hourly layout. It just depends on like work-life balance, like how things are going, and if I need more accountability with my time, like if I need to track my time. Don't really need that right now. So I'm going to maybe just account for the time when, I guess I could account for the time when Esther is, oh wait, how did I just do that? Didn't I say I wanted to block off? Oh yeah, no, that's right. I think I want to block off the hourly time when my daughter is at daycare. Let's do it that way. She's not at daycare till 6, but, or excuse me, until 7 p.m. But my plan here, this is different for me this week, is I'm going to do color, I think, outside of my work blocks. If I do it that way, and actually, I'm going to lift this guy back up and have it end at 5. That's the plan. And actually, I don't work on Fridays. That's my mommy-daughter day. So we're changing things up. Okay, so let me take a step back because I'm making this up as I go. I want to throw ink pretty much everywhere on this page except for my work time, which is where I want to list work-related things. And then outside of that, I really just want it to be like tasks. So when it comes to the hourly, I need to be held accountable between the hours of 9 and I'd say 9 and 5, which is why I am now covering up everything outside of 9 to 5. So that this is going to be blank and it's going to be very clear that this is like my functional workspace. And I think, yeah, I'm going to leave. So I want the hourly between 9 and 5. Does that make sense? I want to keep that totally neutral. And then I want to put ink and have fun with color everywhere else. Y'all following me? Can you dig it? That is what we are doing today. We'll see how this works. I've never done it quite like this before. Okay, so now, and I need to lift this up. And let's grab my slice tool and this guy. FYI, the Archer and Olive launch with the planner launch for 2025, October 23rd at 9 a.m. Included in that launch are a couple of items that have been sub-box exclusives, including the B5 stencil and the cute metal scissors. These are launching in their like everyday collection. And I get questions all the time about this B5 stencil. And I've had to say like, sorry guys, it was a sub box exclusive. So if you didn't get the box and it sold out, you can't get it. Well, now you can because it's in the everyday collections release October 23rd. So if you are someone who has asked me about this stencil specifically, it is available at Archer and Olive starting October 23rd. And my affiliate code is Joyful10. It's a discount code. It'll save you 10% off if you want to grab it. I love this thing. This, the minimalist size is close to an A5. Obviously this is a B5 stencil, but I like the overhang. I just feel like I have more control over it. And it just gives me a really nice straight edge. I use this thing all the time for like daily spreads, like Bujo daily spreads. So what I have to do now is make sure that my edges are super clean, because anything that, I think I might have pushed a little bit too hard. Love this guy. This is the Slice cutting tool. It's a ceramic blade. And you can really control the pressure pretty well on it. Although I pushed a little bit too hard. But that is how I get nice cuts without cutting through the paper. It works really well with, what am I saying? Works really well with stickers. So I'm just trimming this off. And actually what I want to do is I want to totally frame this thing. So actually I want to be able to put ink on the outside right here. So that means I need to trim this off, and then the washi tape goes on the inside. So you're covering up what you don't want to have ink on it. Like I don't want ink on this block. All right. Wow. 10 minutes, right? Where are we at? Are we at 10 minutes yet? Oh, definitely over 10 minutes. But it's been a hot minute since I've done a creative plan with me. So hope this scratches the itch for y'all, because we're going to get into the weeds here. Okay, so what colors do we want to do? Have I swatched these distressed inks yet? I'm not sure that I have. Man, I kind of want to do like, I mean, we could do fall, but that seems too predictable. I want to do something pretty. Let me see. I feel like I did swatch inks in here. I did. Okay. So I have been doing swatches in an 8x8 Archer and Olive notebook. This was my first Archer and Olive 8x8, and because it's wintry and has a snow globe, it was discounted because it was off season, and I was like, that would work for a swatch book, and it's glittery and it'll catch my eye. And so yeah, I think, yeah, these are the distressed inks. So let's look at the colors here. Oh, and these were the collections. Collection. I don't remember if each collection had a name, but I probably should go with this one. I love the brights. Actually, I kind of want to do the brights. I know that it's not seasonally apropos, but it's so fun and it makes me happy. I'm going to do it. So we're going to grab pink raspberry, mustard seed, peacock feathers, In a world where everything is brown and orange right now, have a little bit of fun. And then I think I want to do splats in darker colors. I don't know how these layer. We're going to explore. So that would mean maybe seedless preserve splats and aged, or maybe chipped sapphire and seedless preserve. So let's go with chipped. Look at these. Let's see, burnt corduroy. These stack on each other, by the way. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that when I purchased them, I should say, but it's tricky finding where they start and finish. Okay, chipped sapphire. Oof. And seedless preserve. So these darker ones will be how I do the splats, and then and maybe the numbers as well. We'll do splats and numbers with the darker, and then we'll have the like fun bright colors. Shall we just explore and see how it goes? I kind of think we should. So these are our fun colors. This is fun. I have not played like this in weeks. So not only have I not filmed a decorative plan with me, I haven't actually done a decorative plan with me, even off camera, in a hot minute. Okay, so what do I need? I need brushes. So I have this set of brushes I got at Hobby Lobby. They have black handles. These brushes I got on Amazon, and they have colored handles, which I like because you can kind of keep your colorways the same. Like the blue inks are on a blue paddle and so on. So I think we'll probably play with those. And I think I'm just gonna go for it. So let's start with I'm gonna start with the brightest color first. The brightest and lightest, because I want to make sure it shows up. And that is yellow. So I'm going to explore a little bit. So I'm going to grab some of this, dot it off a little bit on a paper towel, and I'm just going to rub it onto the page in random places. Ooh, these spread very easily. These spread easily, more easily than the Versa ink or the dewdrops. Like, I definitely dabbed this off, and it's still kind of, yeah, it's blending out really well. I like these. So far, so good. So that was mustard seed. Okay, let's try peacock feathers. I'm going to switch over to, I guess we'll go with the blue brush. Dab that on. Dab it off. And blend it out. These blend better, in my opinion, than the Versa inks. All right, so this is blending in a little bit, giving me some green. I'd like to keep this as true to peacock feathers as possible. I've really been enjoying inks, y'all, like big time. I don't know what it is, but they don't add any bulk to your planner. They add such beautiful color. And, you know, if you're using a rich enough pen, you can write over them just fine and see everything just fine. Y'all ready for some pink? This is Picked Raspberry. This has nothing to do with fall. Oh my gosh, but like, look at my dabbed off paper towel. That looks cool. I'm into it. Really, really like it. So let's go along here. And I'm just buffing it out. There are definitely professionals out there in the stamping and ink genre. I am not there yet, but man, I really want to be. So, yeah, follow the journey. I might I might really become an ink person. Now, I didn't dot enough off here, so you can see that came off really strong right when I laid it down. Ooh, I like the way they blend. Look at that. So the pink is blending in with the peacock feathers, making a really pretty purple. I don't remember the other inks. They're different, what's it called? Different, made up of something different. But the dewdrops don't do this, so they're clearly a different formula. I'm loving this. It's very 80s. I can also see that the amount of pressure as I changed my pressure is changing how bright the ink goes down. Let's get some pink up here and blend that in. These blend so well. This is my first time with the distressed inks, and I'm not disappointed. This is giving me the look that I really was hoping for. Although I need to be better about dabbing well. Let's put a little bit pink up here. So how is everybody doing? My goodness, it's been a minute, and I apologize for that. How are you doing? So rude of me. I've missed you guys. I really have. And I would love to know, how are we doing? We doing okay? All in all, even though the last 2 months really have been bananas with reduced childcare, I know that I am privileged to even have any kind of childcare ever. And so, while it's been a busier season for me, I have had so much more time with Esther, which is, of course, priceless. And she comes first, will always come first, even over the fun that I have with you on YouTube. And we've had just some great times together. Her vocabulary is growing so quickly. It's almost frightening. She's really smart. And I know a lot of people probably think their kids are smart, but Esther is really smart. And her birthday was earlier this month, and she was already, she can sing the alphabet song. She recognizes letters. She can count to 10. All of that before she turned 2, which I'm pretty sure is not common. And she's just incredibly lovely. And I think that having a little bit of time away from social media and posting content and having more time with her, I'm going back into the peacock feathers. Having more time with her has really allowed me not to miss, these moments of her growing up. It's been just such a blessing. And while I've had moments where I've just been like, oh, I just want to go play in my office, I don't regret the time that I've taken to just enjoy my child and the season that she is in. And yeah, I'm just incredibly blessed by her. And as each month goes by, or gets me further away from my job that I quit, I'm just more and more certain that this is the season. I'm exactly where I should be, and where I just know that this is where I'm meant to be. And God is just affirming that in lots of little ways. So I'm, really thankful for just the opportunity to have more time with Esther. And when I have time to be out in the office and do creative things like today, I'm really thankful for that time. And I feel really blessed to have it. So I'm trying to think what has happened since my last chatty playing with me. I taught the Michaels class. Did you join us? What did you think? Y'all, I was so bloomin' nervous. So nervous. I don't know if they'll ask me to do it again. If you guys thought it was a good time and you'd want me to do that again with Michaels and the Happy Planner, please speak up and let the Happy Planner know. You can DM them or contact customer service, whatever. I had a great time. I just was so nervous at the beginning. And of course, we are look how fun this page is. I wish I could like use this in some way, but I can't. We are our worst critics, right? So I, of course, did a postmortem and was just thinking about all the ways that I totally sucked. And all the feedback has been positive, but I, of course, am thinking about what did and didn't work. So, yeah, it was a good time. And I would love to do it again if I had the opportunity, but I don't know. We'll see. So that was fun. We'll see. It's definitely a bucket list item. Like I think about Elizabeth from, I'm breaking into these stamps, Elizabeth from 2000 when she thought that she was going to be an actress. And then Elizabeth in 2002, I switched from theater to communication and I thought I was actually going to go into broadcasting. Yeah, this is nice and sticky. I'm just going to rub this off, get some of that film off of it. I was going to go into broadcasting and I thought that's what I was meant to do. And I was really, into it. And life just took a total shift. I ended up working in higher education for 20 years, but I always had a dream of like being on QVC. QVC was huge in the early 2000s. It probably still is big. I don't follow it as much, but it even sounds funny to follow QVC. But I watched a lot of QVC and I just thought it would be so fun to present product. And I have not had that opportunity yet, but I felt like teaching a Michaels class was like, I don't know, kind of getting me there a little bit. Does that sound weird? So, look how fun. I definitely felt like the Michaels class was a little bit of a bucket list item. And it was super fun. So that's all I need to say about that. But that was a big thing for me. That was something I looked forward to for weeks and was so nervous about. And was honored that Happy Planner asked me to do that. And yeah, it's definitely going down as an experience for me in 2024. So I am just going to go through some of these ink splotches and run them with blue first. So I'm using all of the, I'm going to just do this by, like do all my blue and then switch over to the purple with no rhyme or reason. This is an interesting stamp. I wonder how it will work. Lots of little dots. I feel like this isn't going to work because of the details. If this works, I will be amazed. Let's put this guy here. Will it stamp? It will stamp. That's pretty. Can you guys see that? I will, when I'm done with this, I will lift it up closer to the camera so you can see it. But I like it. I think I want to make sure that we are a little symmetrical. So since I did that down there, I'm going to do a bit of it right here. And yes, it's going to be partially on the washi tape, so it is going to cut off, but that is okay. I think that's just fine. Let's change up our designs. These are really sticky. I should check out this company. What was it? Wintertime Crafts? I should check them out. Check them out further. Let's do, I want to do another splatter. And then we will switch over to purple. So the thing I'm noticing with the distressed inks, and that's someone's probably going to have a comment about this, The distressed inks definitely have exactly what they're called, a distressed look to them. They don't fill the ink pad. They don't fill the stamp, I should say. They don't fill the stamp completely opaque. Like, they have that distressed kind of faded look to it. And I think it's really nice. I like that a lot. While I'm still in this big ink splotch, I'm going to switch over to the purple and just do that right there. And let's do a purple, maybe right there on the yellow. I think that would look cool. So we've got, I think we'll call that good on this guy. I'm going to go back to this little inky blot and maybe put that right there with purple. Put that there. We definitely need more texture. More. Let's do one of these big guys. I love big stamps because they cover a lot of space for us. So we don't have to get into the weeds. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I was told once, rub it on your hand, rub it on your arm, and it removes a film or something. Should we do purple or blue? I'm going to do the purple, and we'll go this way. Dot it on, touching the ink pad to the stamp. These big stamps with the little dots, they seem so detailed. You would think there's no way that ink is going to pick up on it, but it sure looks like there's ink on here. I'm going to go right there. That is so cool. Oh, it just like bleeds in. I love that. That is a yes for me. I like how much space that covers. So I'm going to just put the blue on top. This is so different for me. I'm so used to cutting detailed stickers and ripping washi, but instead we are stamping. I'm going to actually have this guy go off the edge over here just to kind of fill that in. Oh, I like it. I think we need a little bit more over here. So I'm going to do a little bit more blue and make sure this guy goes here. Yeah, inks are just so fun. They add so much color without adding any bulk to your planner. I would imagine that it would be fun to do in the Tomoe River paper as well, if you have the right ink. I don't know how bad it would bleed, but those notebooks are so thin. When you start to add a lot of stickers, they really bulk things up. And so I'm really liking the idea, if you don't want to bulk up your planner or your journal, just do inks instead. I feel like we need a little bit more here. Let's go back. We could do some, I like the schmear. Should we do some schmear? Let's do a schmear. And we'll do 3 different styles. Again, we could go into some of these other colors. Like I could put something here with a lighter color or with pink. I wonder if that would show up. Let's find out. So here we have yellow, and I'm going to, although this guy is going to be like an underline, I think I'd rather have that be something that's kind of off the page. So we'll do that there. And I'm going to try one of the bright colors. Let's go with, I think I want that to actually be here. And And since we've got pink, blue, yeah, let's do orange. Let's do the spiced marmalade. Ink this up. I'm just going to concentrate it actually on the side. Down here. Ooh, that definitely worked. I don't like it, y'all. I don't like the orange layered like that. But now that I did that, I have to do it on the other side. So I'm going to grab one of these smaller guys. Sorry, I'm sure you can hear my dog barking. All right, we'll do another one of these swatches with the orange, only because I want to be consistent. I don't like it. I don't like the orange on here. It's okay. We'll keep moving. But I'm glad I put, you know, some on one page and some on the other, just for consistency's sake. So let's move the orange out of the way. I think we're ready to do some stamping of the dates. Shall we do that? And then if I feel like it still needs, I mean, I could do like headers down here, but let's pull back a little bit. And I could do black actually. I'm going to grab, I was going to do a color for the numbers, but changed my mind. So let's put the inks back on these. The first time I was inking, I put my arm down on the VersaFine, like the big ink pad, Versa ink. What is it? This one. The VersaFine like Onyx pad. Oh my gosh, my whole arm had just big old, you know, black rectangle on it. Josh was like, it looks like a tattoo. It's kind of cool. I was like, no. No thanks, babe. That's not my jam. Not my style at all. Okay, so I think what I want to do is lift up this. I don't want to lift up the other ones quite yet. I can go a little bit down here actually, because I'm not sure I'm done with stamping on the bottom. So I'm just going to move these guys out of the way to get my dates down. So we want, see, I took the lid off of this and my arm is reaching over. It's going to make a mistake. It's a thing with inks. I like the idea of them, but I can be so clumsy that it's, yeah, not a good situation. So again, I'm just looking at spacing, and these are definitely going to be bigger than the column. So, ooh, that took ink really well. And I think I'm going to go wonky. Ooh, makes me nervous. And I want to start higher. Ooh, that is very high. A little too high, but that's okay. So there is our 21. And I'm going to have to do this separate for 22. Maybe that will help me. So I'm going to do 2 there and 2 there. Maybe I don't connect them, which kind of defeats the purpose of this style of stamp, but we'll do 2 there and 3. I think we're going to have to explore a little bit, friends, because I need to make sure that, I don't know, I want to see more of a separation. I like these stamps, I do, but these do not fit in any way, shape, or form the columns of the Hemlock and Oak planner. See, ooh, I like that left a little bit of space. I'm going to say I like these. I'm glad I got them and I approve. But yeah, definitely not a fit for this planner. But as I like to say, what's cool about planning is, or at least decorative planning, the page always turns, friends. So if there's something that you do not like, you can always turn the page and start over again. Ooh, that is a jumbled mess. Okay, let's see if we can go a little bit higher here. And the last one is a 7. Yeah, I really like these. I'm disappointed in the sizing. 27. Ooh, got a little bit of extra there. Wow. Okay. I'm going to reattach the ones I used just to make sure that, you know what, I think I used the 6 instead of the 9. Now I'm not sure. Okay, so didn't use those. I used the 5. Use the 3. I like these. I will see if I can add these to my Amazon storefront. If you are interested. I like them. They just don't fit in this planner. But I still think they're cool. So as far as making them stand out a little bit more, I mean, I could draw lines. I don't know. I think we're going to leave it just as is. I think I know that's the 21st and I know that that's the 27th and I can kind of see where they fall. So let's just leave that as is. And then I want a label or a stamp with functional words. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I don't know if I've shared this with you guys yet, but it's not working for me, so it's not a method that I recommend. But I have been storing my stamps in disc-bound sheet protectors on discs. And y'all, it's just too much. Like, I'm starting to outgrow the system. They slide out from the side, and it's just not working. So, yeah, not a fan. It just gets messy. My Archer and Olive stamps. Let me go to, I think this is going to be the best option. So I need a good stamp storage solution. I don't want to put them on a shelf. So that's kind of the challenge that I am facing. I know that people put them in boxes. I guess like I could put them in a box and then like, file through them, but that's, I don't know. I just don't want to do that, but I do not like this. So, yeah, if anyone has any suggestions, holler at me. So I'm going to, this is from the Ton or the Ton, and I like the bold fonts here. So we're going to go with these guys. And I think I want the noted stamp. And I'm just going to do black just to keep things consistent. So go with noted. Start with that. And I'm just going to put this right here. The cool thing about putting inks down is you do kind of hide the headers, the existing headers. And so if you wanted to recategorize your spaces, you can do that like really, really easy. So I like that that hid the focus and intentions headers that are pre-printed on that guy. Next, I think we'll just do to do, maybe. And I'll just do that for each day so that the lower section of each day is for my to-do list. So just do this in the middle of each day. And then I can kind of brain dump the to-dos. Yes, yes, yes. And I think with this, we will be done, friends. I could add more ink and stuff, but I think I want to leave it just as is. Let me set this stuff aside, put the lid on here, and let's take the washi off and see how we are looking. I'm gonna peel this guy off. So for what I need hourly, or when I need hourly, I've got that open. And then I have space every day for my brain dumping in the lower portion of the spread. What do you guys think? I think it looks nice. I could even take the same stamp set and like do these boxes. Should we? I'm not typically a checkbox person, but let me see how these would fit. Ooh, these fit perfectly. I don't know if this is a 5mm spacing or what, but this guy fits perfectly. So I am going to use the to-dos, and this is going to kind of cover up, I think, the times. Look at that. That lined up perfectly. So I'm just kind of trying, it's hard to do with the angle here. And I should have used a smaller pad or block, but look at that. Love, 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 love. Now this is a layout that would make me fall in love with the vertical hemlock and oak, which I'm getting in the B5 size. More room for lists, more room for decorations. Oh my goodness. All right. We are going to call it a video. What do you guys think? Let me pull things up so you can see them. So we've got our to-dos. And look, see how marking off the section, but having a little bit of margin left allows that color to continue onto the edge. That finishing touch looks so good. So there is my spread for the week. I love it. What do you guys think? Let me know. If you are not already following me on Instagram, you can find me at The Joyful Sojourn. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you want to do more creative play with me and you want to see it more from Hemlock and Oak. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Until next time, friend, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video.